What is up guys, Acolz here, bringing you controller versus mouse, some endgame gameplay. So I've played Battlefield 3 today, and no, this isn't a live gameplay. I'm sorry for that, but I haven't had time to record live commentary, but I've decided to record, serious gameplay. So first of all, the first half, or rather first two MCOMs are played with the controller, then I just went on to play with my mouse to give you some other gameplay and to show you what endgame DLC looks like, and I'll try to give you some of my opinion on the DLC. So I've actually been playing it since yesterday, and I've played all the maps from the map pack, and I've played Capture the Flag, Rush, and Conquest. And I can tell you one thing that I really don't like, and I think that this applies to Battlefield 3 as a whole, and it doesn't apply only to this. Wow, what a fail intro in the gameplay. Anyways, it doesn't apply to the whole Battlefield. It doesn't apply. What the hell? It doesn't apply only to DLC. It applies to the whole game, and that is, this was a 64-player server, I believe. And even if it wasn't, then the maps are just like, they are large, but they force you into points of interest, or they force you into points of where the battle happens, basically. But by doing that, you meet a lot of enemies, and you have a really low opportunity to take a different approach to the game as a whole, and you just have to go straight on and hope that you will get some kills and survive through the fight with the enemies, and that you'll outnumber them, or that maybe you'll be lucky. And that's something that applies to whole Battlefield 3, so it of course applies to this DLC as well. The maps, I was on 64-player servers, and it's just a clusterfuck of enemies. There's nothing I could say about it more than, it's just chaos all around. You try to move through the enemies, yet you get taken out all the time. Or, I don't want to say you try to move through the enemies, I meant more of like, you try to survive, yet enemies are all around you, and you have no other opportunity than just to hope that something good will happen. And it doesn't work. And then it becomes laggy, because 64 players is seriously way too many players to handle for a server. I believe that 64 players is unhandleable. I don't know. I've been hosting games on Call of Duty for years now, and 20 is the maximum I would do. Anything more than that, and it lags. And my internet speeds, or my internet, is very good. I've got a cable provider, and it works extremely well, to be honest. Except for the upload speed, which isn't really the greatest, but it still is seriously enough for hosting a game, even with 20 players. Yet then the game becomes laggy, because there is just so much input on the server that it doesn't handle it. So, anyways, what I want to say about the game, what I want to say about the maps, I think that these are the best looking maps so far. I didn't really like Aftermath. I didn't like the whole look of it. Was too orange. It seemed too weird. I know that I haven't given you my my thoughts on these maps, but well, at least I'm giving you them on this DLC. So I think that these look more sort of Bad Company 2-ish, and they look really well, really nice. The colors are well saturated. Everything looks pretty nice. I think it looks sort of the best from all of the maps that are there. All of the other maps have like this really weird tone of like a cast on them, and the cast seems to be the lowest, or the least visible on the endgame maps. When there are the autumn maps, not the winter maps, it looks really good. I think that they've really done something well. The flare from the sun is huge again. If you look into the sun on all of the maps, it blinds you, and I don't like that. I enjoyed how it looked in Bad Company 2, but it happens to be that way in Battlefield 3, and I don't play the game anymore. I only decided to play it because it was per request, so that's why I wanted to play it. Anyways, here from now on I'm playing with my mouse, actually, I believe. Yes, here I am playing with my mouse. So this is a Rush gameplay, and that brings me to gameplays and game times. For me, I'm a Rush guy. That's what Bad Company 2 was about for me. I played the most on Rush game modes, and it was extremely fun. I really love Rush. It just gives the whole game, a whole under wipe, not like conquest, where it's more like Call of Duty domination, or you know, you could say that this is like search and destroy or demolition from Call of Duty, but it's still different because you move through the map, not like you only have one. You have only one target in Call of Duty, so that's really a nice thing in Battlefield, in all Battlefields. So, anyways, what I wanted to say is the maps seem imbalanced to me, and I know I'm complaining a lot about the maps. Don't worry, I'll come to the pros, and I'm filling in the pros while I'm doing it as well. I said nice things about the colors of the maps. Anyways, the maps are really imbalanced. It's really hard to get something good going on, even if you have a good squad. You will find yourself, if you know the attackers have a huge advantage on, at least on this map. They have a huge advantage. Anyone who gets the vehicles is really getting an advantage, and the fact that the enemies are pushing in like onto the hill and then downhill, it makes it so much easier for them, because they can also abuse the glitch where you lie down with a sniper rifle or a light machine gun, and the enemies don't get to see you, but because you're lying down like behind the little hill, and your enemies can see you. Anyways, you can't place the mortar. It's just, I don't know, it's really weird. How does that happen? The enemies on the map were like all the way behind the map from what you can see, yet I couldn't place the mortar where I wanted. And they could go behind the map and place it there, and I just had to stay on this one place. It was really weird. I don't like that as well. It just makes it feel like they're giving an advantage to the enemies just way too much. You know, why not allow to place the mortar wherever it is, wherever you want? I mean, the mortar is slow itself already, and it's easy to take off because you see the mortar on the map whenever someone shoots it. So I don't understand why the defenders can't place it wherever they want, and I find that really annoying. Anyways, let's move on. Sorry, I had to sneeze here. I'm still sick. Anyways, what I want to talk about now is the assignments. As we know, there are some assignments for the DLC, and I don't even know which ones they are. I haven't looked at them, to be honest. And to be honest, if you enjoy assignments, you know, there's just more assignments. What can I say more about it? You get more assignments and you can complete them. It's the same like with the other DLCs. Just expect some stuff that involves the new stuff that's been brought in, like the new vehicles. There is a new hammer. I don't know if that hammer is there thanks to Aftermath or Endgame. It's got like a SMM, like a missile anti-air system on its roof. Well, that's new in my opinion, because I haven't been playing Battlefield 3 in a while. Anyways, so you know, if you know how to use that stuff like vehicles and such, you'll enjoy it, and you'll enjoy filling in those assignments. I honestly don't play the game to complete assignments. I would love to play the game to enjoy it, not to complete assignments. So that's to the assignment, I think. Now I'll talk about Capture the Flag, because that's the main game mode that's been brought in with Endgame, as far as I know, if I recall correctly. So, Capture the Flag, what can I say, man? It's more like camp the flag. Seriously, if you have played the game mode, everyone camps, and that involves even me. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel bad for camping on a game mode. It's just stupid. Everyone spawn camps and everyone spawn traps, and there's a ton of snipers that just pick out anyone who's trying to go for a flag. It's kind of different from Capture the Flag that we know from Call of Duty. You know, there is more of a rush mode where the players try to get the flags to their side as fast as they can. Here is more like trying to get there sneaky, because it will be hard with tons of campers around. And you'll see a lot of players are bitching about the campers on Capture the Flag if you play the mode. So that's that. Anyways, the game mode actually works quite well. It's playing up until like 7 captures. I believe that is that can be set with server settings. I'm not sure though, so correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe that server owners and server admins can set their own required number of capture flags to win the game. And yeah, if you are wondering, here I am still playing with the mouse. I just, it was too hard. The input from the controller just doesn't work on Battlefield 3 too well. I will try Battlefield Bad Company 2, to be honest, with the controller. If it will work, I'll be pretty happy and I'll enjoy it. And I might post some Bad Company 2 gameplay just with some different topics on top of it. I just wanted to get some endgame gameplay because it's been out. It's been out for a while now. I don't know when it came out, but since there's been a request for Battlefield 3 gameplay, I thought, why not post some? Why not feel what my viewers want? Because I feel really well when I do that. Anyways, this map became really stagnant towards this point, towards this part of the hill. I believe I'd pick up a sniper soon, because this LMG, it wasn't really working for me. I don't know why, but the tripod that, or the duopod, or what is it called? It supports your weapon from below. Well, you get what I mean. It doesn't really work anymore. I thought it was, before it made your weapon actually pretty stable and you could shoot like all 200 bullets out in a spray. Now you kind of have to move your mouse to hold the weapon down, which kind of makes sense, but it also beats the purpose of the bipod, because now you can just lay down and hold the weapon yourself. And maybe shoot in bursts, which will give you better accuracy anyways. And the LMG doesn't work on distance. Well, it doesn't work on short distance as well, kind of, which is being a problem for me here because I was struggling to get a kill. So what else should I say about this DLC? I mean, if you are a Battlefield fan, you'll probably enjoy it. Well, no, I want to say if you are a Battlefield 3 fan. I consider myself to be a Battlefield fan, but I just consider Battlefield 3 to be something else. Oh, and then also I can talk about Battlefield 4, of course, because, you know, the DLC part is kind of over. So let's talk about Battlefield 4. Have you seen anything about it yet? I've actually signed up on their site. I want to watch the oh damn, I want to watch the trailer when it comes out. They've been teasing trailers. They're making teasers for trailers. Hey, look at this. Just, if you're not watching the video, switch to it now. Look at how I placed the mortar just so I can get it down. Because it wouldn't allow me to place it anywhere else except for this little ridge, but it didn't work because it always moves around. In the end, I got it there. I got a few kills, so it's a good spot. And I understand why they didn't allow their mortars. It's just, man, you get something, they don't allow it, or they make it unusable. Why is that? I don't understand it. Anyways, Battlefield 4. So there's if you go to battlefield.com, you will get to the Battlefield 4 site, where there's like a blurry screen with cars, and when you move your mouse over it, it like smudges away the blurry water, or the blurry it's actually like steam. And when you blur away one part, there's like to the right, you will get 2 buttons, I believe, and you can or either sign up or log in. So you log in with your normal Origin account, and then you uncover some cool Battlefield 4 footage, or not footage, some artworks. One, I've seen that there's the ship, a battleship from like air shot, and then there's a second picture that I've seen so far. Maybe that there's something else now, but there was a picture, and on the picture is a landscape, and I believe that is Shanghai. Yeah, that's Shanghai. I checked that out because I knew that you know, I knew the towers. So yeah, there are more pictures now. There are 4 pictures actually. One of them is a woman. Seems Asian. I'm not sure though. You know, it says reveal Hannah down in the below part of the website, and then there's another picture, and that is a soldier, a black soldier, I believe, with a weapon in his hands. It looks extremely Battlefield 3. That's what I want to say. it looks like Battlefield 3.5 so far. From all the trailers that are out there, there is air, ground, and water. And water is just a rotor of a ship spinning. Air is just the rotor of a helicopter spinning and zooming out. And then there is the land, which is like tanks, and there's just the belt of tank that moves. If you wanna see the trailer, just search "Prepare for Battle" on YouTube. You will get all of them. You will get sea, you will get air, and you will get there's also sun. Well, maybe that is fake, I'm not sure. Yeah, that is fake, because someone is someone is making fun of how the flare is huge with with sun in Battlefield 3, obviously. So yeah, just look these trailers up if you haven't seen them. You are missing out on a huge thing if you haven't seen it. You know, one question that will probably pop up in your mind: will I be getting Battlefield 4 after what Battlefield 3 has been like? If the beta will be good, probably not. And I'll wait for a lot of footage of the game to come out, and I'll judge based on that, because beta of Battlefield 3 was just awesome. The alpha was even better. I didn't play it, but you know, you can see that it was like beta gameplay with better graphics, because it didn't apply the stupid filters onto it. So yeah, we'll see if we will get a... Come on, I bought Battlefield... wait. Oh, I get it. I'm screwed, because I don't remember it. They're giving alpha or beta entrance only to those who bought Medal of Honor, the new one. I don't know, Wolffighter. Of course, only to those who pre-ordered the game. So, because I'm a good Battlefield fan and I pre-ordered Battlefield 3 limited edition, and I also bought Battlefield Premium, I'm not getting to play alpha or beta of Battlefield 4, probably. I will have to wait for open beta. Anyways, so far it seems to be a lot like Battlefield 3.5. It seems from the trailers and the pictures that the graphics are using the same engine as Battlefield 3. It seems that the rendering won't change, that the graphics won't change at all. So you can expect the same system requirements, maybe a little bit higher, because they might use some new technology, but I don't really believe that. And yeah, just expect that. Expect to see more weapons, different weapons. Expect to see new locations. I think that this will be like an add-on to the short Battlefield 3 single player. So if you enjoy the Battlefield 3 single player, you will probably enjoy Battlefield 4 single player. Well, there's been some rumors that Battlefield 4 would be without single player, without a campaign actually. So I'm not really sure about that. Oh hell. So I'm not sure, but I don't believe that EA would be, or DICE would be, so brave to put out a game without single player. I know that a lot of players or gamers buy games just because of multiplayer, but you know, come on, a game's gotta have single player. It's gotta have a good story, and I think the Battlefield 3 story was quite good, so I'll play single player definitely. I'm just not sure if I'll be getting the game. Anyways, we'll see how Battlefield 4 will turn out in just 4 days or 3 days if you're watching the video on the day it was uploaded, because I'm recording on Sunday and I wanna post this on... Oh no, I'm recording on Saturday. It's Saturday today. I still think it's Sunday for some reason. Oh, I just smacked myself against the piping or whatever. So we'll see in a few days on the 27th March what Battlefield 4 will be. Well, I don't think that they'll uncover a lot. It will just be... I think that they will show little extended versions of the trailers that we've seen so far, of like the teasers, and that they will make it like into a short but long trailer that will just compile all of these clips. But we'll see. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on the upcoming trailer. They've been teasing the trailer, so I gotta tell you something about the trailer. I mean, who teases a trailer, seriously? I think that they're just trying to milk it too bad, and I don't think that it's gonna work. I don't see... I mean, Battlefield 3 is pretty popular. I think that it raised the popularity of the franchise, but I don't understand why. The game isn't good at all. It's just shaky. Shake. You know, if I had 5 words to describe Battlefield 3 with, I would go with sunflare, shake, filters, explosions, and boresome or something. Because on huge maps, in a lot of game modes, you get a really low count of vehicles, and then you just have to walk for hours and hours before you get somewhere. But yeah, that's just it. This has been the last Battlefield video from me, by the way, because I don't plan on playing the game anytime soon again. I'm just way beyond pissed in how this game turned out. For some reason, it just isn't what I would want it to be. So that's just my opinion, you know. Don't hate on me for not liking Battlefield 3. But since I'm a Battlefield Bad Company 2 fan, I can't stand how this game looks. Just look at this. I shoot him to his face and he survives. And gets 50% health back if you look at his like bar of health up there. Anyways, this is the end of the match. We failed. We lost the match. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay at least a bit. Let me know what you think of Battlefield 3, what you think of Battlefield 4, or Battlefield 3.5, and what you think of Endgame, and what do you think of the franchise. And seriously, if you haven't played Bad Company 2, just go get a game. You will find it for like under 20 bucks. I actually got a game for 7 bucks. So just go find it, buy the game, and enjoy the fuck out of it, because it's one of the best games. Just look at my stats here. 135 hours played in the last 2 years basically. Anyways guys, thank you for watching as always. Have a nice day and I'll see you soon.